Survivor.
Survive.
Oh God. Okay. Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Bi-Week Podcast. I am Valente, and I got my co-host Cass, aka Michael, and we got a special guest today for the entire podcast, and we got a special guest later on. We got Dakota, which if things go out well and he, wants to be on more, he could potentially become a permanent host. So, but as of
Oh,
right now, guest for today. We got a lot of
little guest.
topics
Little special
and
guest.
good shit to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yo,
Dakota was on
so
our
bro.
episode before the
Mm-hmm.
4 month
Mm-hmm.
hiatus.
4 month
So
hiatus.
yeah,
The
the four
last
month
episode, not the
hiatus.
last one.
It was
So,
the last one before the 4 month hiatus, though.
so boys,
It was. It was.
not to cut
It
off
was.
Valente or Mr. Coders down here, but we got Valente, who's been here about a week now. Then we got straight from the sticks down here. We got
Yeah.
our boy
And
Mr.
straight from this.
Dakota.
Fuck you.
Oh
Is there
god.
loud cussing on this podcast?
Yes, there is.
A lot
Double
of
fuck
swearing.
you.
Shit, bitch, ass, cunt, dick, pussy.
All
There
right.
you go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Slow down.
Slow down
Slow
now.
down.
We Christians. We
Slow
Christians
down.
now.
We ain't
We,
Christians, but like we
we
ain't.
ain't.
We're
Yeah.
Catholic. We're Catholic men. But in order
Catholic.
to in order
No,
to
we
abide by
can't
the
be.
Catholic
We can't
rule.
be Catholic because we don't
I
fuck
don't.
with little boys,
Mm-mm,
bruh.
I don't.
Oh,
Whoa,
okay,
whoa,
okay.
what? Okay,
Whoa,
yeah,
okay,
that's
okay,
true.
okay.
Whoa, whoa.
All right, all right, all right.
Hey, I'm not getting. I'm not having sex till marriage. All right. All right. That's simple.
Shit.
That's simple.
Look at Dick Valente's face.
All right. All right. I think we should start off on the NFL topic of the week. Who wants to take the lead on that one?
All right, what are we starting with? We gonna start with Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins.
Jalen Ramsey is with
That's
the
a good one.
Dolphins.
Jalen Ramsey is on the Dolphins
Adding
now.
a massive piece to a already
Secondary,
good secondary
insane secondary
with
with
Xavier
Javon
Howard
Holland.
and Javon Holland. Good job, Dakota.
Look at him knowing his shit.
That is an insane
I already know he's got like six
secondary.
different tabs just sitting there. He already knows what we're going over.
I
This
don't.
motherfucker's like,
I just.
"Ugh."
Well, I know Javon Holland was
This
already.
motherfucker would love to
Anyway,
have like a IRL, like a Google like a Google glasses with like the actual tabs pop down in real
Right.
life, just fucking slide
What
shit
movie was
over.
that from? I swear I've seen
Do
Google.
those
It's a movie
exist, or
called
was that
Google.
just a
Google,
Smosh video?
no, Google
It's called a movie
glasses
called
were
Google.
existed. They just got canceled.
No, yeah,
Oh,
but there's a
okay.
movie called Google, and it stars the dude that stars in Marley and Me. What's his name?
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. It stars Owen Wilson. It was a good movie growing
Yeah.
up, and it also has
I used to love that movie when I was like 7.
yeah,
What
and
Marley
it
and me?
also had
Deaf everywhere.
movie Marley and Me was okay.
Hey, you
Mar-
never were.
Yo,
We've lost.
Valente, like me, you are survivors. Marley was not a
Right.
survivor.
Survivor.
Wow, way to go dark already, bro. That's so
You know
dark.
who else wasn't a survivor?
What?
I don't know if I want to hear it.
John Coffey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only not spilt the
Oh,
soul.
I'm tired, boss. No.
Only not
Rest,
spilt.
rest in peace,
Rest in peace.
John Coffee.
All right, we're getting off topic. We're
Not the
talking about
drink.
movies. We've been watching
Oh,
movies
Like the
this
drink,
week.
just spelled differently.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how he said it? He said
Yeah.
John Coffee like the drink, just spelled different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting with
Anyway,
a good.
Jalen Ramsey to the
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins for
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a
Hunter Long
move.
and a third-round pick.
Fleece.
Hell of a move.
Finesse.
I don't know if that's a fleece though,
Do they pick
because
up
I
his
think the
contract?
Rams. Yeah,
They're picking
the
up his
Rams had to pay
contract.
part of it
Okay.
though.
Not entirely a fleece, I wouldn't say.
The
For a
only
third
only bad part
round.
of it is that like Jalen Ramsey had his down year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're the best corner in football, if you drop one spot, then it's automatically a down year, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's a high bar, high standard set by him last previous
Yeah.
season that he just couldn't match.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was kind of like the Rams' last resort to trade him away. You know,
Well, in
I feel like if you would have just took Hunter
mhm.
Long out of there, you could have got a first.
Yeah.
But
Well, in recent news, for a Titans fan, such as who would that be?
Yeah.
no. We can't go there yet. You gotta
We're not gonna go
talk
there
about your
yet.
thoughts on stuff, man. You gotta talk about
My
your
thoughts
thoughts
on
on
stuff. Well,
Jalen
that's where I was
Ramsey.
going. Oh, on Jalen Ramsey. My thoughts. He's a
Yeah,
hell of
we
a
go one by
corner.
one. We don't.
Okay. Okay. See, I'm new to. All right. I think he's a hell of a corner. Anybody would think Jalen Ramsey is a hell of
Mm-hmm.
a corner. Is he the best corner? I
And he's
wouldn't
not
think he's
gonna.
the best corner
And I
anymore.
think it helped him a lot going to Miami because he's not gonna be asked to be the number one guy. They got Xavier Howard.
Mm-mm.
So Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey's
Hall.
gonna.
There is no clear number one there.
No, that's just
So
the
I
second.
think
Yeah.
because I think Ramsey showed that he had not that he isn't a good corner anymore, not even close.
I
But
think there's more competitive
there's
guys.
regression there. At least you can say there's at least regression. Maybe he still can be a really good corner in the league, but you got to at least admit that there's regression there.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
with
Like
that,
I said before, whenever there's being a top guy or being the top guy,
mm-hmm.
and you're not the top guy the year after, that's automatically a regression because you set such a high standard. You Someone passed it or couldn't keep it, or you couldn't keep it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's the number one guy, by the way?
The
number
number
one
one guy
corner in
on
the
the
league, Pat
Dolphin.
Surtain.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Not even it's not even no joke no more. Pat Surtain.
Second, I wouldn't know if I'd put
But
Sauce
then,
currently
but
second.
then that just makes the best wide receiver in the league Nick Westbrook because that's Pat Surtain's father. But
Okay,
we
see,
ain't
we're
gonna
going
talk.
on check it. It's not. He wasn't on Pat Surtain.
It
He was
doesn't
Well,
on
matter.
Devontae Adams
Devontae.
owned him too.
Devontae Adams did not own him. Okay.
So
My,
did
my
Devontae
bad.
Smith.
Derek Carr did.
So
Derek
did
Carr
Derek
did.
so did
Carr.
Devonta Smith. But
Devontae Smith did not. Who?
That was the year before though. You gotta wipe
That was
that
the
out. You know,
yeah.
if
You
it
gotta
didn't
wipe
happen
that
last
out.
year, it didn't happen at all.
And we just gonna talk about how Pat Surtain absolutely was Devontae Adams' father in that first game, and even in the
What about the
second game,
second
and
game?
the second game, even into the last second of the second, except that when Devontae, it was a misread between the safeties. If you didn't watch the replay, Devontae did burn, which was a hell of a play by Devontae. But that entire game, I mean,
Valente,
Pat Surtain was doing really good.
I smell some. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know,
But
man. Anyway,
other than that,
Yeah.
this year I do think Pat Surtain was
Okay.
the best corner, other than
I
CJ
think
or Sauce. Sauce was really good.
yeah, I think now the Dolphins don't have to run a corner one, corner two. It can be left corner, right
No,
corner.
Yeah.
yeah, and
So
especially with that safety room is really good.
They
Von
also got
Holland,
they got a younger corner too that struggled last year playing too. Noah
no,
Ogunjobi.
I don't, Egbina Bean,
Or
I
is it
forget
Egbino
about
Keen,
yeah, it's something like that. But they got a younger guy that
Egbina Bean.
who struggled playing too last year.
wow, damn, they
So
even have Deshaun Elliott.
yeah, to play safety. So
Yeah.
their defensive
Ooh, and they're pretty stacked.
yeah, their core
They're
looks
gonna
really
have to
nice.
contest
Their
a lot
offense
of
looks
Like
people.
really
I
nice.
said,
Their
bro,
offense looks really nice too.
6 tabs. Ain't no way he knew Deshaun Elliott was on the fucking Dolphins. 6 tabs.
Hey, no, you
Anyway,
know about Deshaun Elliott's on the Dolphins.
I didn't. That's why I know he didn't.
Okay. But
One
anyway,
tab to be exact.
okay.
Research.
1 tab.
Gotta
It'll
research.
be more.
Gotta
It'll be
research.
more. Hey, I
Gotta
like the
research.
research though. Okay, you're doing good.
All right.
You're doing good for your
By
Everybody
the way,
knows
first
the
show
most
episode.
basic.
we also
Oh, and another thing on the Dolphins defense, we gotta add up David Long.
yeah
Yeah,
Yeah.
linebacker.
secure
Hell yeah.
tackler,
That's gonna be a very
secure
good. It's
secure
gonna be a very good
tackler
defense. Who's their
excels.
coordinator?
Um, fuck somebody.
One of the best off-ball linebackers in the league.
Yes,
Most
Yeah.
underrated. I wouldn't say best, but most underrated. Nobody
excel
talks about him.
excels in
Pass coverage.
as a smaller
A little bit.
as a smaller linebacker. He excels in tackling situations. I would actually say he's a
Mhm.
when they talk about linebackers going low when they're facing bigger opponents, that's David's full game
Mhm.
plan all day, like on anybody he tackles. Which,
Don't know.
yeah, which secures a lot of and it's a thing that linebackers might have to due to some rules being changed around. Linebackers might not be able to do in the next coming up years, which I say why it's a good time to have a guy like David in now, a smaller linebacker, because smaller linebackers might not be a thing in the next coming years. Because you might not be able to go low on anybody, period, because of like knee issues and shit like that, ACL stuff.
Well, you know that a lot of that has a lot to do with the turf fields because your cleat gets stuck in the turf and you can't move, and now your knee, if y'all know physics or whatever, your knee's getting fucking caved in because you can't move your foot because you're stuck in the turf.
I got an elite
But
pig,
Oh
by
I
no.
the way.
think speaking of turf and grass, you know how the Super Bowl field was grass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like the NFL really fucked up that grass field just to,
Make
make
the
players not want
yeah,
grass fields. Cause that shit was like so slippery and stuff, and
but apparently that's Arizona's field because apparently it's not real grass. Like they just put grass over concrete. Apparently, that's what Arizona's done for years.
Well, that's what all
That's gotta hurt.
NFL fields are.
That's gotta hurt when you even take a if you go up for a hurdle and
Like
somebody trips,
apparently
that's
their
gotta
field's
hurt.
different. Like they roll their field out all at once, like and then
They
push it
need to
Why do
back
get
y'all
in
rid
think
of.
Arizona's the worst rated team by
Yeah,
players?
because of their
they
field.
need to.
Yep. I mean,
They need.
even though the field wasn't rated, they were rated one of the worst
Mhm.
teams on like the report cards by
The
the
grading.
players. Yeah.
Hmm
They need to
Because I
get
don't
rid
know
of
if y'all seen
artificial
this,
fields.
but players were asked to
Uh,
grade their teams,
yeah, and
like
Arizona
facilities and all that.
Arizona also charges people for food as well.
Right. That's so stupid, bro.
They charge their players for food as well as not having daycare centers and family visit centers.
Family rooms. They don't got family rooms.
They don't have a
Their
daycare
locker
center.
room is their locker room was really bad. And there was one thing. I think everyone rated their training staff really high, and I think theirs was like one of the lowest. But like there you'd see people with B pluses at 18th ranked, but like Arizona's was like I think like a C minus. But I'm not sure. But Arizona's like not a place you'd want to go as a free agent, which I don't think
But
anyone signed with Arizona.
Not yet, and
I
no,
don't think so yet.
and a lot of people have actually wanted to be traded or cut. Rodney Hudson got cut. Chosen
Ray
Anderson.
Hudson retired,
Rodney Hudson retired.
didn't he?
He got cut. He might have went retired after he got cut, but he got cut.
I have chosen Anderson.
Chosen Anderson got cut. D Hop wants to
DeAndre
trade.
wants to be traded.
Uh,
Kyler, I don't even know what Kyler Murray, bro. I don't want to make the joke because it's so overused.
Isaiah Simmons
What
said.
Kyler? I know what you're about to say.
Isaiah Simmons says he wants his position changed or he wants to be traded. So
Well, Isaiah Simmons. People forget Isaiah Simmons was a really good
baller at Clemson at
linebacker.
safety, and
Yeah.
he's been playing linebacker ever since he got in the league. And
And
he wants.
even
He said he wants to change position to safety, or he wants them to trade him.
hmm,
So
even last year he did pretty good.
that's some information.
Yeah. What about the rumor going around in the league right now? Aaron Rodgers to the Jets after the pickup of Allen
You
Lazard.
know, I'm just gonna go on the record and say I don't really like Aaron Rodgers as a person. I feel like he's a dick.
So
Like,
you think Aaron Rodgers is a dick?
yeah, like
Well, the
I mean,
Jets went out.
it's justified sometimes. Like
Mhm.
when Adam Schefter went out on record and said that the deal was done or whatever.
Now, like
Yeah.
And
when you
I
get
don't like how he's making them get free agents and then like you do this for me and then I'll do
Basically,
this for
his
you.
luggage.
no, but
Well,
like
if you
Yeah.
look at it,
well,
Alan Lazard got signed to a really good deal, 4 years, $44 million deal.
well, when you think
And
about it, and this is my thing, when you really think about it, Aaron Rodgers did the exact same thing. I mean, Tom Brady did the exact same thing. He signed with the
What was
Bucks
it?
with full intention to bring Gronk with him
Gronk,
and
Antonio,
and Antonio Brown with him. He had full
because
intentions to
Antonio,
bring those two guys with
Not
him.
not the same. Not the same.
maybe not, but Antonio
Antonio
lived.
Brown was a free agent. Gronk was retired. Alan Lazard's actively on a team or was a free agent. He's Aaron Rodgers is having the Jets front office bring in so many people. If you can do that for me, I'll sign with you, or I'll have them trade me to you.
But
Which is that even going to go through? Because the Jets and Packers are
Looking like,
supposedly not even
yeah,
close to
it's
compensation.
yeah, it's looking like
well,
the Aaron wants to retire as a Packer right now. It's kind of
No,
shifted.
no,
That's what I've seen. Yeah, it's kind of shifted. That's what people have said. It's kind of shifted.
no, no.
I don't
I don't
think
know where
he's
you heard that at.
eyes of it, but he also wants Randall
yeah, he wants Randall
too.
Cobb, Market, Mercedes Lewis, and other dude, Lazard.
Lazard's already signed.
He got Lazard.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got Lazard for
But
44
like
million for 4 years. That's crazy for Lazard.
TJ Uzama and Conklin, you're
it's
probably not
really
gonna get Mercedes.
it's
And
not
people
it's
are
not
saying,
really crazy, Coda, because Kurt
you
got
don't think so?
330.
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
Kirk Christian Kirk?
Yeah, Christian Kirk got 3 for 33 for the Jags.
Yeah, but
He got 3 for 73.
Oh, it was 73. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, hell, he justified it this year though. He did pretty good. That
mhm.
was one of those like hit or
Or
miss things where you pay them
yeah,
before you know what he can do.
but
You
he
know,
ended up panning out. I feel like for
like a
Yeah,
specific
the
someone.
Jags.
yeah, he panned out for the Jags.
I think
They
he did
they
too.
get that one. They can get that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Aaron Rodgers wants to be a Jet, and I don't know why I just don't see it happening.
Well,
I
see
know it's
that
like in the works,
this is the thing.
but
Does he want to be a Jet? Because from
yeah,
the way it sounded on the podcast with McAfee is that one thing that whoever said that he wanted all the signings wasn't right because he said he had suggested some signings. But that's not the same as saying either I'm not going to go here if you don't sign these guys. Apparently that's not what he said. But that was what was put out. So it's a what it seems to be is a bunch of he said she said type stuff.
A lot of rumor.
Yeah, a bunch of
Um,
like they said this.
a lot of
the
unofficial stuff right now on that
the
topic.
Packers are holding him hostage if you really think about it.
Because he's only gone
Well,
for like
last
at
year,
least 3 years. He's only gone
last
Ever since I think the end of 2020.
ever since the stuff with the COVID happened. He's wanted gone because he
mhm,
felt like the Packers were very much didn't support him on that with the
unfair
media. They
and
Right, and
unfair.
like he didn't like how they went out and it was when they drafted Jordan Love.
yeah, that's when stuff has really
They
started.
drafted Jordan Love after like the shit started, and they didn't give him any help at receiver in the first round.
Has consistently
First
not
two
get
rounds
has
consistently
consistently
not help.
has had receivers
They had
eligible
a
and
lot.
offered to them and they've refused. They
Hmm.
let his number
And
one
then
receiver walk out of the door.
Traded him.
picked up Christian Watson in the draft too. That's
Who
the only thing I think they made.
Aaron is.
Christian Watson was like a really bad pick at that time too. I think.
It was second round.
But to be fair, Christian actually worked out last year. Like Christian started to come on last year, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you got Aaron Rodgers throwing you the ball. Like, yeah, you have your rookie mistakes. When you have Aaron Rodgers throwing you the ball, you gotta show up.
Hmm.
Romeo Dobbs, look, Romeo. I love Romeo Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs is probably like the hit for me. I think Romeo Dobbs is really good, but I don't know if like without Aaron Rodgers he's gonna be as good. Like, for Jordan Love's not that guy. Jordan Love will never be that guy. That's just
I don't know
Well, look,
because Jordan played
I
really
don't know.
well in the one game he played last year. Jordan played
He's
really
no, he
been
well.
didn't, did he?
Yes, he did. He had
yeah,
like
he
3
played one
touchdowns,
game.
no
Yeah,
picks. He went
Let me
one
see.
crazy.
I don't
touchdowns,
think he did. I don't think he
one
did. Let me see.
one touchdown, 195 yards with an 82.0 QBR.
Just make sure. Y'all gotta be tripping.
No, he did play
No,
one game.
he
Now
played
look,
well.
you sit behind Rodgers for as long as he sat behind Rodgers
Except,
and take in
like I wonder if people back when Rodgers was sitting behind Favre were
are
saying the
yeah.
same thing we are saying now about Love.
I think people are
Maybe.
Because
he's been
think
sitting
Favre sat
behind
for 4 years. He sat for his entire rookie
Rodgers,
contract.
and now Jordan set for 3.
Yeah. So
He's
it's
set for 3
it's
now.
very similar. The
I
parallels are
think it is.
wild.
Maybe the Packers are going for that.
Maybe
Maybe
so.
that's what they were trying to go
Maybe they
for.
feel like they have a winning formula.
Well,
Yeah.
this is a different front office and a different, you know,
It's not a different owner
coaching
though.
staff than
It's not a different owner
yeah,
though. That's
yeah,
the
but different owner. The owner doesn't change anything. When you
Jerry
have
Jones says my ass.
who was the um who was the head coach when Brett Favre got benched for Aaron Rodgers,
I want to
or
say
when
my.
Aaron Rodgers came in that one game?
I don't know. I want to say it had to be Mike because that's 2008, 2009.
Mike who LaFleur?
Mike McCarthy, the dude that
Mike
It wasn't Mike
McCarthy?
LaFleur.
had to be because that's
Matt
2008
LaFleur
when he
is
went
Wait,
the coach
was it
right now.
2008 or 2007?
because he played for the Vikings in 2009. Favre did.
Yeah. When
2007
did Favre
Packers.
retire?
Because
Favre
I
retired.
remember Aaron Rodgers debuted in 2007 as a starter. Mike McCarthy. So yeah, Mike McCarthy's a really successful head coach, I believe.
Hmm.
But he was with the Packers
He's
for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a really successful head coach. He
Now he
was
didn't.
He's now with the Cowboys and who
He's
are
now with the
actually winning
Cowboys.
games.
Yeah,
But
he's a
if
really
you're at a
successful head coach.
talk about the Cowboys, as always, Stephen A. reference. What do the Cowboys do when you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott performing like Kirk Cousins?
Also,
Bro, Dak
Brock
Prescott's
Purdy,
never been that
Brock
good though.
Purdy now has
Top 10.
more playoff wins than Dak,
by the way, we
and
need to
you're
put some.
paying
That
him
does
this
not
money.
mean shit, bro. I don't
We
care what
Just
anybody
saying.
says. Wins are not a quarterback stat.
No,
Brock
playoff wins
Purdy,
matter for a quarterback.
playoff wins
playoff
matter.
wins
That's what
matter,
I'm saying.
not for a quarterback.
I'm
When
not
you're going up
saying
against
Brock
the Mickey
Purdy.
Mouse Seahawks,
I'm not saying
blowing them
playoff.
out, the Mickey Mouse, who they face? Seahawks,
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Dak,
Giants? No, not
Brock
Giants.
Purdy is even as close as good as Dak, but I'm
Vikings, I
saying
think.
I'm
Cowboys.
putting it.
Cowboys, Brock Purdy played a good game against the Cowboys. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but you're not getting.
He's
But what I'm
got potential, but he's not good. Not yet.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying Brock Purdy's better than Dak Prescott in any way. I'm saying that you got a quarterback like Dak, and Brock Purdy has now more playoff wins than Dak.
One, I think that has a
How
lot to
does that
do.
make you?
Oh, Brock Purdy got Brock Purdy had literally the best defense, probably one of the best defenses ever. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go out on the limb and say that because the fucking 49ers defensive line is insane. The
yeah, it
secondary
is.
is underrated. Tano Hufanga, uh, Travarius Ward. I can't remember the other dude.
But also, that Cowboys team is no joke either.
No, that Cowboys defense.
They were
It's
becoming a joke.
that
Yeah,
Cowboys
yeah.
defense
Well,
is
yeah.
insane. Michael Parsons,
There you go.
Demarcus Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Cowboys defense is insane too.
Trayvon Diggs,
Cowboys offense was easily becoming a joke. Becoming
Yes,
the
because the Cowboys won't keep any of
and
Dak's
it's
receivers.
crazy.
You want to know why Dak isn't doing well anymore? Because they got away
Amari
rid of all
Cooper,
of his receivers. Amari
Amari
Cooper
Cooper.
gone.
They have
Did they
CD.
did they
CD's really
re-sign
good.
Michael Gallup this year?
Not
Mhm.
confirmed yet. He's
I
still
think
on
Michael
the.
Gallup's a free agent.
All right, you're putting a lot
Cedric
of
Wilson.
you're putting a lot of load on Cooper Cup, and then you got Cedric Wilson, uh, Cavante Turpin, who's mainly a kick returner,
One of the better
Oh,
offensive lines.
who's also a free agent. Speaking of free agents, Cavante Turpin's
Mhm.
a free agent too.
hmm Well,
So
And then
Cavante Turner was an undrafted free agent, so he was automatically a free agent going into this year. Um,
and I would love for
yeah, I
anybody
don't.
to tell me I'm wrong. Has the Cowboys picked up any receiver?
no, they
That's
have
my
one.
knowledge.
They have one main receiver.
Cooper Cup. I mean not Cooper Cup.
CeeDee Lamb,
CeeDee
Noah
Lamb.
Brown.
Noah Brown and CeeDee Lamb. And
That's
and then they just lost Dalton Schultz, or they might have re-signed Dalton Schultz.
they signed a tight end though. I think
And I
they
don't
made
know.
a splash. I know they did.
I know they re-signed.
They made
Uh,
a really big signing that I'm not thinking of.
they re-signed Leighton. I know that. Here, I'm looking up Cowboys free agency right now.
Yeah. So the number one receivers right now are CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Simi Fehoko.
So they did
Which,
keep Gallup.
yeah. Okay. So first of all, Simi Fehoko is a TikToker.
He's excited for the
Bro,
Yankees.
by the way, I'm gonna go out on the record and say, who's the Broncos' worst receiver?
The Broncos' worst receiver.
Kendall Hinton.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Kendall
Not
Hinton.
Starting
Kendall Hinton.
receiver?
It's definitely not Kendall Hinton.
No, it's definitely not
Who is
Kendall
the
Hinton.
worst receiver
Even fourth string
on your active roster?
on my active roster was thingy.
Yeah.
Ooh, my worst receiver. I'd say KJ hasn't had. I wouldn't say he's the worst receiver, but I would say he hasn't had the most productivity. If that's
AJ
a
Hamler's
good word.
worst game was Simi Fehoko's entire season.
Yeah, I mean
From the
he.
looks of it,
Al Phillips' worst game was Simi Fehoko's entire season. Not saying he's bad, just he wasn't active as much.
uh,
Um,
I'm trying
yeah,
to
that's
look at
basically what I'm trying to say.
the big play that you said the Cowboys made.
They
And
made a
I
big
wasn't.
splash.
And the reason I said KJ Hamler is because I wasn't gonna mention some like third
I
string or
think they
fourth
made a
They
string.
big.
they
What?
cut Zeke.
Whatever it is.
That's what it was. Okay,
That
yeah,
is
they cut.
true. And
What the
nobody
fuck is
has
that?
happened.
Why do you cut Zeke?
By the way, Noah
Tony.
Brown just signed with the Texans, so that's another
Tony.
receiver.
They want Tony.
Okay, so
They
yeah,
franchise
you
tag
got
Tony.
CeeDee Lamb, proven wide receiver, good target. Yeah, Michael Gallup, decent wide receiver, decent target. Then you got Simi Fehoko, who is every shitty wide receiver's best
Can we
game.
go ahead and say how nobody's picked up Zeke yet?
I don't
Nobody's
think.
gonna pick up Zeke. I don't think so.
But the reason they
I
cut
know
Zeke
I
is
sound
because
like I'm saying a lot of stupid shit, but like,
no, the reason they cut Zeke is because they franchised Tony Pollard.
Mm-hmm.
For one, they ended up franchise tagging him, and in their I guess in their way they saw Tony as a more receiving back plus running back that he
yeah,
had more to
Tony's got the
offer
all
than
around.
Zeke. Yeah, exactly. Is the all around and something that Zeke doesn't have to offer in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
But if
I
since
don't
we're on the
remember who the big splash was. They don't even got a left guard, by the way. The
dang,
Cowboys are set up for shit on offense, at least.
But the Cowboys have
They're
been
not
mocked.
helping Dak.
The Cowboys have been mocked in multiple things of getting Quentin Johnson from TCU, in-state guy, could really come in and really play well as a number two. Could quickly earn that number two job over Gallup. By the way, it's not. There's not that much.
at least it'll be interesting what they do
I
because they
think.
have a
I
lot
think.
of
I
promise,
think without a doubt you got to go
especially in that
receiver
defense.
because
I don't think there's a single team that's not interesting this offseason, though.
Yeah, but with
But
that
that's
defense,
my.
you got to get a productive offense,
Got to see if this is going to be impactful to see if Tony can be a full time starter. That's the main thing into this
which
season.
they cut Zeke
They
thinking he
cut
could.
Zeke, thinking Tony could be a full time starter. They need to go out and fix the offensive line. From what I see, they kept Dalton Schultz. That was their major move, in my opinion. It was necessary for them to keep a security blanket for Dak because every quarterback needs one, and Dalton Schultz is that for Dak. So
Now they have former Bronco Jake Ferguson. I think Jake Ferguson played for the Broncos.
So, y'all want to go? Well, actually, I'm gonna let Dakota take over this next part. Should we talk about like the revamping of the Broncos offensive line and the signings they made?
Ooh, that's a good one. I was gonna bring
Yeah,
up in
impactful at
recent
least.
news since we're talking about our teams in particular, um, a hit for the Tennessee Titans right now as they are at a crossroads with Kevin Byard.
yeah,
Yeah, what are your
The
thoughts on
Tennessee,
that, man?
the Tennessee Titans.
um,
Okay, I'll
we
let
need to
Ryan.
see more that comes out. But if the report that I saw is right, and that Kevin Byard's current his contract for the remainder of his contract is 10% of the Tennessee Titans cap fully. Byard is a
Yes,
good player, and Byard is a top three safety. A top three safety should not be a safety. Period. Doesn't matter
well,
if you're number one or number 32. Should not be 10% of your team's entire cap.
yeah. So here's the
I don't
problem.
care
What
if
I'm
you're the
looking.
best receiver in foot. If you're the best safety in football,
Mhm,
a safety is not near the ball enough to warrant top 10, like 10% of the entire team's cap.
mhm,
He's earning
yeah.
10% of $230 million
Well,
a
what I'm
year.
looking at right
That's
now is
$23 million.
Byard signed a 5-year extension worth 70.5 million with 31 guaranteed in 2019. The two-time first All-Pro has a 19.6 million cap number this year. If the Titans were to release him, they would save around 6 million in cap and 13.6 in dead
But
cap.
I actually do not believe the Titans are going to do it because of the dead
No, I
cap
don't
money
either.
that Dakota just talked about. It's 13 million in dead cap, which is only going to hurt us going forward. And if what I've been hearing is true about the Titans wanting a rebuild or wanting to try to build for 2024 into the 2024 draft,
But
then there's no reason
um
that they would make that cut to lose money in when they would need more money in free agency because they're expected to have $134 million of available cap space in 2024. So if they're going to be wanting to be big spenders, then they don't need to go ahead and be digging into that money. You keep Byard because when does his contract run out again? Code of 2024.
it would be about that. Yeah, and Byers said already, he said he wanted to retire. He came out clean on a clean out day and said he would love to be able to retire Titan. He loves the city, the fans, the community,
Doesn't want to play
and
anywhere
is
else.
definitely a
Has
family.
been a big notice of that of not wanting to play anywhere else.
Yeah.
Everybody says that though.
Yeah, but it's
Look what
different when it's coming from a guy.
Jamal Williams said it too.
It's different
Jamal
coming
Williams had
from a
no
guy that
choice.
played college ball 20 minutes from the Titan Stadium. It's different. And played high school ball in Nashville. It's different. Dude hasn't lived
Well,
anywhere else.
let's hope he has that enough to
So,
restructure his contract to help the
well,
Tennessee Titans.
he's already said he's not restructuring because he says his play doesn't warrant a pay cut.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Does keeping Kevin Byard help the Titans or hurt the Titans this season?
Being that we don't have an immediate replacement, I think it would do more damage than good. But there is a replacement there. Because Amani is typically more of a free safety anyway. He doesn't play a strong safety role. Because when you really
Yeah,
look at the way the Titans play, there isn't a strong safety on the field. Amani's not a in the box safety. He's more of what KB actually is. They're very similar. So you could move Amani over, and then you could put Elijah at the position he played in college, which was strong safety. Have Elijah play strong safety because you have where Elijah's not going to get playing time at corner. Put Elijah at safety. That fixes both of your safeties, and then you have all your corners. But then you have a little bit of a problem having a guy that hasn't played safety since he graduated from Washington. So he hasn't played safety in 2 years. So you got a bit of an issue there. But from what I've seen and what I know both of y'all have seen, people that have played corner have been able to make the jump to safety. Guys like Richard Sherman, guys like Logan Ryan made the jump from corner to safety. Older guys that maybe can't keep up the same speed-wise anymore can play more of that zone role in the safety position because they still have the knowledge for the game.
I'm joking. I love Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans love
Kareem's a
Kareem.
guy exactly like that. Kareem played
Exactly.
corner at the Texans. Is a guy that played
Mhm.
safety with the Broncos. That's an exact good. That's another good one. And Elijah
I would
hasn't been
like to,
known.
for
I
news
ran.
to say,
Tyron played
um,
slot corner with the Chiefs.
in older news, as a Broncos talking about Kareem Jackson, I knew this was gonna happen. We've released Kareem Jackson.
Is that
Um,
breaking news? Is that just happened?
it's not breaking news. No, it's not breaking news. I don't know when it happens, but I know we've released them, and I knew that was gonna happen. Kareem did really well for us, so I'm not too sad to see him gone, but I'm also thankful.
This is breaking news. 6 hours ago, Draymond
It's
Jones
not breaking.
openly. Well, that's 6 hours ago. That's today. Draymond
That's
Jones
basically breaking
openly
news.
on Seattle 710 radio, when asked about playing with Russell Wilson, was very adamant that the Broncos locker room in 2022 was very hectic and
Yeah.
wouldn't go in specific detail. Said there was a lot of drama after the trade was complete for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Sean Payne will get it right.
Look,
Sean Payne get that shit
Sean
right.
Payton will get Russell Wilson's personality. Actually, you know what? Sean Payton is a really good disciplinary coach.
Mm-hmm.
He changed Jameis Winston as an entire player. Um, he's made people look good who completely shit the bed when they leave. Teddy Bridgewater. Um, I can't think of anybody else. Teddy Bridgewater, Trevor Simeon. I mean, he didn't have
It
a
made
chance, but
Taysom Hill
he
look
made
like.
Trevor Simeon look like a good quarterback, just wasn't winning.
Mhm.
So Teddy Bridgewater, Trevor Simeon, Taysom Hill. He's made them all look like decent quarterbacks that
Well,
can lead you to some wins.
that might be something what Draymond said, but and another reason I
Hold
think
on, let me. Shh,
all right, well,
shh.
what's wrong with you? Go ahead and finish.
Sababa.
Angry.
Anyway, um, Sean, look, Sean Payton's a really good disciplinary head coach, but
Mm-hmm.
he's never really dealt with anybody that has been the top dog in the locker room. You know what I mean? Russell Wilson is that alpha. No, he's not an alpha, but you know what I mean. He's the head of the locker room per se. Drew, Sean Payton was the one who bred Drew Brees into the leader. Sean Payton allowed Jameis to become a leader. Sean Payton bred Taysom to become the leader for those few games. Same with Trevor Simeon. He's never dealt with a guy who's never had to adapt in a situation with another guy who thinks he's a lot bigger than what he is.
I think
But
So
there.
Sean Payton's gonna have a little bit of a hard time cutting him down to
I
where
think he's
to his
already started to
actual
do that.
level.
Sean Payton already denied access to any personal trainers that is adapted to any Broncos player to come into the facility. He is
Yes, he still has a
absolutely
personal
rejected
trainer.
it. Of course, but they're not allowed. Everybody has a personal trainer, but they're
Everybody
not
does
allowed
have
in
a
the
personal
facility.
trainer.
So,
They're not
but
allowed in the facility. It's Sean Payton's coaching when you're in the facility. It's Sean Payton's
Sean
coaching when you're
Payton,
coaching.
Sean Payton had said that.
Hmm.
How do you
But
know that
and
Russell Wilson?
how do
By
I
the way,
know?
Russell Wilson has an office. That well, obviously we've talked about. I think we talked about that last episode
Mm-hmm.
or sometime. Russell Wilson has an office, and I'm not sure if he still has the office. I'm not sure if Sean Payton nipped that in the bud, but Sean Payton's got to do something about Russ, man, because Russ is a character.
Russ is a character, but when he wants to play, he's a hell of a player.
Agreed. And the
Last
Broncos
year,
have no choice. They mortgage their future
and
on Russell Wilson. They
mhm.
have to have Russell work. And I
and
think
last
that was
year,
a
They
I think
I think that was a major point for Peyton coming back, is a promise to the Broncos that he could try to fix it.
mhm.
That's a reason I think that they pursued Peyton,
and a,
is because I
and a
believe
lot of
they
the
believe
reason
he can fix it.
I believe Sean could fix it, and a lot of the reason was Nathaniel Hackett last year. Look what he did. You signed this big quarterback in first game. You're trusting your kicker to kick from past the 50.
You
I
pay
mean, what is that?
Sean Payton's not gonna do that.
No, that's
Sean
gonna
Payton
and
will be
you
aggressive.
have to sign an
Sean
assistant
Payton,
clock management coach because your own fans are counting down your clock management.
and
I'm gonna
pay
love
You
to watch
do.
Broncos games because Sean Payton will make Russell Wilson act like Drew Brees, and it'll be so funny watching him try.
And Russ got sacked 55 times. So what did the Broncos do? They went outside Ben Powers,
and let's not
Mike
let's not talk
McGlinchey.
about the Broncos had a major issue with being able to trust their running game last year with when Javante got down.
Went down.
Well,
Yeah,
Javante is
Yep.
coming back, and let's not
not
also.
at 100%. They didn't say it was. No, it's coming. He's coming back, but they didn't say if he was going to be 100% because of how sustainable his injury was.
But let's also mention they went out and got former college standout and holds the record for most rushing yards in a game at the University of Oklahoma in Samaje Perine, who was I'd say a serviceable backup when he played last year for the
In
Bengals.
the Bengals behind Joe Mixon. I agree
And
with that
when
one too. I'm very
when he
excited for that.
played, he got what they wanted him to. He did decent when he played.
Yeah,
So
I'm very excited for that.
if Javante can't really go 100%, he could definitely split carries.
They
And
said, yeah, that's what they said. They said if he can't be 100%, they're definitely going to split carries to sustain his future.
also, if we're being honest, if they're really worried about Javante's health going forward, I wouldn't be surprised if they, because the running class is deep. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a back taken in like the fifth, sixth, something
Yeah.
like that to help out as like a late round guy.
Hmm. Well, I think what we're going to be doing at safety now that we've taken Kareem out, we're going to be making Caden
Caden
Stearns the
Stearns and
safety.
Simmons,
Caden
yeah.
Stearns and Simmons and Caden Stearns we're going to
Caden
have
Stearns, very. I'm not meaning to tie this back. Has a very similar build to Elijah Molden. So if
exactly
the way Caden Stearns plays would be very similar to how Elijah would play at safety,
hell
and
of a player last year for the Broncos.
not continuing to keep this on the Titans, but I think this if Byard does get hurt long term, it might help the Titans even more because with the corners that we currently have and are apparently looking to pursue a corner in free agency at some point, from what's been put out there, there's going to be no room for Elijah to get snaps at corner because you're going to have Fulton, McCurry, Fulton, Raj. Then you still have Farley, who they have still committed to and want to play. They still want to play him. Vrabel said that he hasn't given up on him yet. He's had a lot of injury. They said Farley has not been 100% his entire time with the Titans. and he wasn't.
That should be the issue right there.
He has not played 100% his entire time at the Titans, which
Could be
is a
his,
That
major
should be the issue.
problem. But Vrabel seemed optimistic when talking about him being 100% going into this season, because the fact that they set him for the whole year last year, he didn't get hurt at all last year. That's
They
It's
wanted
like you
to,
said about Randy Orton, bro. The shit that he did, the shit that like Orton did to fuck up his back is gonna fuck with him forever. Caleb Farley fucked up his back
which
and
also
now his ACL. By the
Well,
way, when you're
right.
playing corner and you're running around the field chasing your receiver, you're not gonna be 100%. You're
and
not. You
and
never
by
will
the
be.
way, we're talking about that with the loss of flexibility that we presume, because we don't know, we're not like in the medical staff with the Titans, but the loss of like movability that we assume Farley has gotten from the back issues he had at Virginia Tech, it wouldn't be totally out of ordinary for them to try to play Farley at safety either. Try to see if he knows the game well enough to not have to, much like how you would see like an older safety who's lost the juice to like be able to keep up with guys at corner who could play the zone and know
Well,
the field and all of that.
Farley's coming into his third year, and he's played a total of 12 games. So they
It,
could have known him
it's
coming out of the draft
they knew
was
him
already
coming out.
dealing with the
They knew
issues.
it. They knew it. But with the pick you took Farley, and if I'm not wrong, it's 28.
It was
That's
20. It was 22.
22.
It was 22. Yeah,
With the pick you
which is
take
there up
Farley
there.
at, Farley, before he got hurt, was graded the number one corner. And it's crazy looking back now. He was graded the number one corner over J.C. Horn and Pat Surtain before his injury at Virginia Tech. He got hurt and slid. The Titans took a chance on him at 22, hoping that they could get the play that they would get out of the
And you don't
guy
know.
that was Farley before he got hurt.
Mhm.
Now, if Farley doesn't get hurt and never gets hurt his whole career at Virginia Tech, we're talking about a whole different impact that draft has. Because if, in my opinion, Farley is the
I
first.
just don't even get Farley.
Farley's the first corner off the board if he never gets hurt, without a doubt, because of his ball skills. If you just go back and watch the highlight tape before he got hurt at Virginia Tech, besides
9 picks that year.
Deion Sanders, there's a and maybe Trayvon Diggs now. I haven't seen a corner play that attacks the ball like Farley did.
Well, this year, if you look at it, Trayvon Diggs, stop doing that. I think
That's
he
why
improved.
Trayvon Diggs is a lot better because
He's
he
a lot better now.
started
Trayvon Diggs
started
has,
shutting people down.
you know,
And see, that's a lot
he
what
started being a corner
last season.
like Surtain and
Farley was struggling very much because he was trying to play like he played at Virginia Tech. But you could see that he's lost the juice that he had mobility-wise. So he can't exactly, he can't let the receiver... Okay, what game is it? The Colts game. The first Colts game before the bye. There was multiple points where you could see where, Farley was letting the receiver jump on him, trying to bait the quarterback much like he did at Virginia Tech. In the NFL, you can't do that. It's not... You can't try to bait the quarterback so much
the year
that you're
Trayvon-
letting your receiver get miles ahead of you. Because one, you don't have the same juice that you have anymore.
You're facing way,
Way better
more experienced
competition.
quarterbacks. Yep.
And way better competition. Because who was Farley facing at Virginia
he was
Tech?
facing he okay, so I specifically watched the game. uh I was at this game live. It was Virginia Tech and Louisville, and he he's doing exactly what you're saying. He he's so far off of the receiver that the quarterback has no other
Choice but to throw the ball.
choice but to throw that ball there because it's so wide open. But Farley it's like great speed, a way to catch up to that, kind of like how a lot of slot corners do now in the NFL. So maybe you could put him in a slot corner and see if he could find his way back to the Virginia Tech days,
The
or put him
problem
at
with
safety because
the problem with the safety would be the likely option. That would
Yeah.
I actually I wasn't thinking about this. Farley's 6'3" and would excel at safety. When you're thinking about it more, Elijah Molden's 6 foot. He's gonna struggle at safety. He's gonna be a lot like Caden is because Caden's a smaller safety too. Caden's 6'1".
Yeah, Caden Stearns last year got 2 picks in one game, but he still balls out. But I agree with
Uh,
you on that one.
but Pat, if I'm not wrong, Caleb's like 6'3", 6'4". So
No.
like
Oh,
it would,
Caleb
and
Farley.
he's tall and lanky too, which is what you want out of a safety. So, and
Yeah,
also
but he's got another game.
let's not act like Kevin Byard isn't 5'11" too. By the
Yeah.
way, a lot of people don't.
That's not like really. He's got a lot of weight on him though.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, it's kind of the exact opposite. Byard's more of like 5'11". He's got a little bit of weight of him. Farley's like probably 6'3", 190, I would imagine. I couldn't imagine he's over.
6'2", 207.
He's 6'2", 207. Okay.
But he's got the weight. He's got the weight. You might be right on that assumption. I mean, or y'all go out
No,
and
because
sign somebody for
I
you or
don't
Kevin.
think, one, I don't think we cut Byard, but two, if we do, we have so many guys that we took a chance on. We got guy who has had experience at playing safety in Molden, who played safety at a high level, won a Rose Bowl while playing safety. Fun fact, played safety at the University of Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl against another safety that got drafted by the Titans in Brady Breeze from Oregon. That's just a fun fact. They ended up playing each other in the Rose Bowl the same year. And both got drafted by the Titans, I believe, the same year. That's kind of weird. They both were the
Talking on the
starting safeties.
Titans. Talking on the
Um.
Titans.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go
Arden
ahead.
Key.
Arden Key is the biggest
Defensive
signing
end.
that we have made probably in
Mhm.
2 years.
It
He's
looks
going to
like
be a
y'all gave
major. He's
him
going to be a major
3-year,
impact.
$24 million max value with 13 fully guaranteed.
He's going to be
I think that's solid.
he's going to play a major impact, and he's going to
after getting rid of
he's going to be better than. I'm putting this out here now.
David Long.
You can use this as a reference point. He's going to be better. No, because he's outside.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Well,
he's a blitzer.
yeah,
We signed Shahir from the Niners to play David's position, to play inside.
Okay, Azi Al-Shir.
Yeah, we signed Shahir to play inside.
Right inside linebacker.
Yeah, and then so we've cooked with linebacker and offensive line. We signed Dillard, who is 26. We signed him to a 3-year deal, I believe. And then we also signed a guy that was the full-time starter for the San Francisco 49ers. In Brunsky, who was very good for the Niners, even to a point where he had, anytime that any team plays Aaron Donald, it's always it's two guys. With Brunsky last year for the Niners, it was one. Brunsky gave up 0 sacks in man-to-man cover, in man-to-man guarding Aaron Donald last year in 2022. Now, I understand that Donald didn't have the best season last year and kind of took a step back from the year that they had won the Super Bowl, but that's still Aaron Donald. So,
Well,
I think
since we've been on the topic,
both of
you
them.
can go ahead and finish.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish. I think instantly, with just those 2 signings and tendering Aaron Brewer to play center, our offensive line now is immediately better than the offensive line we ended last season with. We've got a starting left tackle that can stay healthy in Andre Dillard at 26. We have a guard that can play guard. We have a center that played center last year for us in Aaron Brewer when Ben got hurt. We have NPF who's still young at right tackle. And Dylan Redunz is going to be a full-time starter at right guard. So our entire offensive line,
y'all's problem
barring
right now is left guard.
No, because that's what Brunsky's going to play. Our entire offensive line is set for the next season. Brewer in the middle, NPF on the right tackle,
I see.
Dillard left tackle, Brunsky
plus a hell of a tight end in Chico.
and plus a tight end. And I see a world where maybe we take 11. I think maybe we take tight end in 11. And I know that's kind of a rough thing to say.
Since we're on
No, I think we take Mike Myers from Notre Dame.
I want to switch the topic here after this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about one more thing, and since we haven't talked about the Saints at all this video.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna say
the
one
Saints
more
is
thing,
the next, and then we're
I
gonna
wanna
go
get
into the random
Saints.
questions, and then we'll do them.
Actually, I have one thing to talk about after that.
Okay,
and then
I'm gonna go ahead and say one thing I want to say about Zach Allen for the Broncos. That was after losing Draymond. I think that was a really good pickup for us.
It's kind of
I don't know
wild
who
too.
Zach Allen
Draymond's a
is.
little salty after leaving the Broncos. He's going on Seahawks radio.
And it could be
Talking
true
crap
about that.
about the team.
There was a lot of reports about. I haven't seen about it really, to be honest. But I wanted to mention that because I think that's a hell of a pickup. And do I know who he was before we got picked up? No, but I hear he's a hell of a player, and we paid him really well. But let's get on to the Saints because we haven't talked about the Saints at all.
This is big news. There
Oh,
are
how do you do how do you do the Naruto shit? The
What do you with the run or the
no, the fucking
the
uh
hand thingies? I
yeah,
don't know. Okay. Put your index finger and your middle finger all
index
together like
finger.
that. There you go. You got it. Yes, sir. Jamal
yeah,
Williams.
Jamal
As a Saints
Williams,
fan, what do we think
the
of Jamal Williams?
Kazakage himself.
Mm, he left
Yeah,
too
that's my
fast
guy,
though.
man. I watched his press conference today. That shit was so funny.
We've
I
got.
just feel like
He was
No.
talking
he's a
about
great locker
Pokemon.
room fit. He's a great locker room fit. He's a great runner.
He's a humor to the locker room.
This is an
He's a
hour
great
ago, boys. I got.
finisher.
I got some
Oh
breaking
my
news.
God, y'all have Jameis and Jamal Williams.
I know that's what I'm saying, bro. You got
Oh,
Jameis and Jamal Williams, y'all Cam Jordan. There, you got three fucking comedians.
you got the fan
Like,
favorites.
Not meaning
We
to
need to
inter-
right,
do
bro.
all of them.
Not meaning to
We need to do
interrupt
all
y'all
of
real
them.
quick. There's breaking news an hour ago. 4 teams are in the running to inquire Broncos star receiver Jerry Jeudy. Patriots, Cowboys, Cleveland Browns, and Tennessee Titans have all called within the last 24 hours to discuss with the Denver Broncos a trade scenario for star receiver Jerry Jeudy.
The
The Broncos have been
Broncos.
trying to ship both Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, and all 4 of those teams could be in possession for both receivers.
That could be true,
I
but
tell you something.
I think if the
I
Broncos do
think
that,
I think the
they
Broncos
reset
do trade
themselves.
Jerry Judy.
I think the Broncos don't trade Jerry. I think they trade Court.
Well, apparently
The
both of
reason,
them, they're getting offers for both
well,
of
we're
them.
looking at thingy, but if we do that, what do we do? Do we go out and sign somebody big,
I don't know,
or do
but
we take those?
this
But
is what I
if
think y'all
we,
are doing. I think y'all are getting offers from both and then deciding which one y'all want to move. That's what I think.
I think that's true, and I think you're
Getting
gonna get more
see
for
what the
Judy
seeing the
for sure.
offers you could get for both and then deciding which one you want to.
I think if you even put it, you
And I'll
might get
tell
a
you
late
why I don't
first
think
for
Sean
Judy
Payton wants Jerry Judy.
because he doesn't like Alabama games.
Sean Payton's always worked with people who have been known for their possession style,
Yeah, but
or not
if you put
possession
it
He
style, but
drafted Brandon Cooks.
their hands,
exactly,
He
their
drafted
exactly,
Brandon
hands.
Cooks.
Jerry Judy is a guy a
Hold
lot
on,
like Brandon
I'm
Cook.
correcting myself. He's always worked with people who are known for their hands, their route running. Jerry Judy's got really good route running, but his hands,
Proved a lot last season.
He did prove a lot
but
last
it's
year.
still not there.
But
Still not
I,
there.
I, I
It's
think
fair for me. I'm gonna be way more sad if we get rid of Judy than Court because Jerry is actually a very good receiver when he's got the team around him. And right now, with the add of Sean Payton, he could really be like he almost had 1,000 yards last season. In the last game, he recorded 170.
with y'all not
Was
having a
about
first round pick,
170.
I'd be very surprised y'all traded away both. I doubt that. I think what y'all are doing is
If we
filling
do that,
options
what
for
is our
both.
receiving? Yeah,
We
exactly.
don't
What's
have
our
a pick
receiving?
until the third round.
That's what I'm saying. I doubt that they
Yeah,
do that. That's what I'm
but
saying.
we do that, we may get a first. We may get a late first for Judy. I
That
think we
might
get
be
more
true
for him than
too.
Cortland.
Because what Peyton might be doing is he might not think that the Broncos are set to win this year. Try to get some draft picks this year and build a
Yeah,
better
but then
team.
Bro,
why sign Zach
I don't
Allen
give a
like
fuck what
Minty?
nobody says. Sean Payton led fucking Jameis Winston and practice
Exactly.
squad receivers to a nine
Sean
and eight
Payton
record.
didn't do it to
My
wait.
bad, my bad. Sean Payton led Jameis Winston, Trevor Simeon, Taysom Hill
Hmm.
to a 9-8 record with fucking practice squad receivers the entire season.
Exactly.
This man is set to win with no matter what
Hmm.
fucking team he has.
Why sign
And they
Ben
got the
Powers
number
and
one
Mike
defense in
Bochy?
football. This man's set to win
Exactly.
wherever
And we in
or
the
whatever
signing
situation,
Vance
man.
Joseph, who's a really good defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think Sean's
Dude,
idea is
it
that.
doesn't even matter if your defensive coordinator is Matt Patricia.
Yeah, I don't
You're
think
gonna
is
have a
that.
good defense. The
I
Broncos are
think
set up
we're
to have a good
keeping
defense
Judy.
no matter who's running
Yeah,
it.
we're keeping Judy. We're keeping Judy. I don't see not unless they offer us a top 10 or 15. I think we're keeping Judy. I think we ship Cortland. I think we ship Cortland. Cortland's gonna be shipped. I've said this from the start. I think he might be a Titan. It'd be good if y'all got Cortland as a Titan. Remember what
Mhm.
I sent you that he tweeted not too long ago
Mhm.
about what he said
I
about
think
going.
because if it comes out that both the Derek and Byard Byard stuff doesn't go through, and we go out and get a receiver like a Cortland Sutton, or if we because I feel like this is possible too. I think it's very much possible that the Titans somehow package 11 for DeAndre Hopkins. I really do. I've been saying that all off
Mm.
season, and I don't. I'm
God
not.
bless.
I'm about 30% where because Carthon wouldn't talk about it at the combine, which makes me think that he had interest in wanting to do it because he wouldn't talk about it. So
Well, if we ship out Cortland and Judy, then that means we're trying to pack in for somebody like DeAndre. But I don't think that's what we're gonna do.
no, because it's funny that we were just talking about Dallas. Dallas is apparently one of the teams that are looking to get Quarter Judy. So Dallas, the Browns, and the Pats are with the Titans trying to get one of them.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
down
back
to
to what I was
let's
saying
go to
about
the
Jamal
Saints.
Lyons, though. Jamal Lyons, Jamal Williams. Gotta let me finish.
Hey, Ryan, where
4
did you
years,
see
12
the?
million. No, 3 years, 12 million.
Okay, I see.
Um,
I see, Ryan.
he's a great goal line runner. He's a great runner in general. 1,000 yard season, I think, is a good way to fill the void for Kamara's suspension if it happens. We don't know what that's gonna look like. But you know, a lot of teams make moves not just for what's going to happen, but for what happens after. You could have the most dangerous running back room in the league when Kamara comes back, because you got two backs that are. Kamara's never rushed for 1,000 before, but that's not his specialty. Kamara's a great receiving back.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Williams is a really good running back. So that's a very deadly combo that you could use to maybe help Derek Carr even. Because if you really put it into perspective, throw Alvin Kamara into that receiving room, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Alvin Kamara, Juwan Johnson.
Shaheed's a free agent.
People are
No, it's
saying
not.
who
Y'all re-signed him?
He's restricted.
people who are
Oh,
saying about what Ryan was just previously talking about. Um, people are saying the dude who confirmed it was Benjamin Albright,
yeah.
and people are saying that it sounds like he's wrong. Denver might be getting phone calls, but they are not trying to get rid of Cortland or Judy. But he sure likes to string things up, and Denver
It's
players are
called it's
pissed
called
that they think
shopping.
Denver, yeah, they think Denver is trying to move them. But
Called
team
shopping.
that we're at, according to him, we're asking for a first or a high second plus player. So it looks like that's like what we're trying to go for. What do we
Plus
get on the
player.
Saints? Plus player. We're looking for a first or high for both of them, or plus player, so that the price tag remains high for either of them.
Hmm.
So it looks like we're just shopping. We're looking
Anyway,
at the
let's
merchandise.
move on.
Let's go on to the Saints. I think we haven't talked enough about the Saints in their off season so far,
Uh,
with the add of
the
Derek
offseason's been
Luca.
very quiet signing wise, but the Saints have
Ooh, we can
definitely.
say
A
that.
lot of people are looking at it like they're pushing money back, but like when you look at it, they've been doing it for so long that it's really not adding up like people think it is.
Well, they
Like people
resigned
saying they're
Jawan
pushing money
Johnson.
back. Yeah, re-signed one for two
Hmm.
years, 10 million, I think,
They got
or
Jameis
something
back
like
as a
that.
backup for Derek.
Yep, Jameis is backup. Solid backup, man.
Solid
I
backup.
wish, I wish he could have been a starter. Hey, I wish he could have been a starter. I
Hmm.
bought his jersey, man. I bought his jersey.
Lost Shy
I wish he could have
Tuttle
been a starter.
and David
Shy Tuttle
Onyemata.
left. David
Okay.
Onyemata left.
Yeah.
Caden Ellis left. We replaced them with Kalen Sanders, Kalen Saunders, who's a really good run stopper, which kind of fills the void for Onyemata.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nathan Shepard, who's also a really good run stopper, which fills the void for Shy Tuttle.
Yeah.
Also, let's see who else they signed. Ugo Umadi, who's a safety, who'd probably be a depth piece behind Marcus May and Tyron Matthew. And then Jamal Williams, which I talked about. Love that move. I
I love
think
that move
that was a
too
really
because
good move because
you
Jamal's
also
never really had like a big deal before,
and
and
you
we know he's we know he's like a really good back, and he was with the Lions on like an undrafted deal, because he was undrafted from the Packers. So he doesn't really know what he
oh,
really could get. So I mean, I guess they kind
I
of
love
took
a running
advantage of
back
that.
too. I love a running back
Hmm?
too. Did you know how crazy his stats were last year, Valente?
Yeah, a
Have you
thousand
seen
yards
him?
and 17 touchdowns.
17
He's the league
touchdowns
leader in
first.
touchdowns. Yeah,
And
and
a
he's a
lot of the
crazy.
reasons.
He's a crazy
Um,
touchdown scorer, and that's what we need with the
mhm,
way that fucking
Camaro is playing.
Pete Car- Pete Carmichael likes to run the ball a lot. And when you got a hard runner like Jamal Williams, you might be able to make something work.
Well, there's the another thing, Camaro. I think a lot of the reason y'all added this is because of amidst Alvin Kamara's uncertainty with the case that he got into. You don't know if Kamara's
Look at
coming
these
back for the
Harvard
full
words
season.
from. I've never said you immense and uncertainty before. I've never heard you say immense and uncertainty before, bro.
Well, back to the thing. Among that controversy, with Alvin Kamara, I think that's a lot of the reason they go and sign somebody like Jamal Williams because I think they just don't know that. That, like I said, uncertainty
But I think
among
it's
that,
more of like a, cause I'm pretty sure we all know Kamara's getting suspended. It's almost
Yeah.
inevitable.
and that's
But I feel like
inevitable.
they're looking for what it's gonna look like when they come back, because a
This
lot
is
of
what
people have
MW
made
like.
moves like that before.
Hmm.
Like
And
who
reason to
got
sign Michael
suspended?
Thomas. They're trusting in him.
Yeah,
That was
they they
really good.
they shut out the deal that he has now, brought him back on a 1 year deal, a 1 year, not really a prove it deal,
Hmm.
but it was a 1 year. Hey, this is
Hey,
to build up
your
your
background again.
reputation again,
Hmm.
and if you want to go ahead. So
Well, you get a full healthy Michael Thomas with Chef Olave. Oof, that room is looking
you
scary.
get full healthy Michael Thomas, Chef Olave, Kamara.
I
Depending on how
don't
that
think.
goes,
Yeah,
I've been
I don't
digging
think.
more into it, and if
he's playing.
I've been digging more into it, and to add on one more little cherry on top to the old Titans Bayard conversation, the Bayard team was asked to comment by ESPN on the like the refusal to take a pay cut, and he says even though we are still having talks now, I want this to remain clear. I, and it was capital, have no
In quotes.
interest in leaving Nashville or playing for another team. I'm
He
sure
loves
we
the
will get a
community. He
deal.
loves the
I'm
city.
sure we will get a deal done.
Yeah. Did y'all know the Seattle
You
Seahawks
don't
re-signed
want to
Drew
take a
Lock?
pay cut, bro. Huh?
Did y'all know the Seattle Seahawks re-signed Drew Lock?
Need a backup.
Yeah, I know, but he must bring that energy. I love that guy.
He's a nice dude.
Hmm.
Horsecock Glock, as you like to call them. Anyway, moving
Hmm.
on. This is taking way too long. We've been sitting here for a
I
long
enjoyed
time.
that.
What we got next? That was really fun.
That was
What's
really
next
good.
though?
I think we got that out.
Yeah, we're good. We're good with the football stuff now. We
Um,
should
Wanna
be able to do the
we
four
should we should
questions.
add a little that too. We should add a little bit of
okay?
the. No, no, that's right. Go ahead with that.
Four
But what were you
questions,
saying
and
we
then we'll
should add?
talk. We'll give a brief like review on 2K23 after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
and then we'll end it off
Okay.
on that.
But what were you saying you should
First
add, Coda?
question.
Hold up.
Oh,
Add
I was
what?
thinking of a little bit the review of WWE, but we're gonna do that after the question. So let's go ahead
Okay.
and get
Dylan,
into
if you want
that.
to come back, you can answer some of these questions. Well, you can go ahead and
Yeah, Dylan, you can actually
join in our
hop in
special
this.
guest.
Special guest, cock heels. No, I'm joking.
Anyway.
I think he
Um.
got bored of what we were
Hold on,
saying
hold on.
here.
I think we gotta give him the intro. Introducing from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 135 pounds.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, there it is.
There he is.
Yo.
Four questions.
Anyway, we got
Yep.
four random questions. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that we're all gonna answer, and then we're gonna talk about some more stuff, and then wrap it up. So, random question number one, and I'm pretty sure 50% of us won't understand what this means, and by 50%, I mean Dylan and Dakota. What
They
incredibly
think I'm
strong
dumb.
opinion do you have that is completely unimportant in the grand scheme of things?
Like,
Mm,
what
it
opinion do
is
you have that is
have
completely just
yeah,
like,
not relevant in anything we're talking about right now.
yeah,
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Is that
yeah,
a
I
yeah?
guess grand
What
scheme of
is
things
the
can really mean
grand
anything.
scheme of things? Not relevant at all.
mm-hmm.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Strong
Gotta
opinion
think
that doesn't
that
mean
one
shit.
through.
Gotta think that one through too.
Okay.
Oh, I got a good one.
All right, go ahead, Dakota.
Hold up, wait. I thought I had a good one. Oh no, shit, never mind. Because we've already talked about that, so there's no point. Doesn't mean shit right now.
I got
Mm.
one. Aaron Rodgers is dick, but it probably doesn't matter because he's going to the Jets anyway.
Okay, that's a good one. I didn't
Okay.
know we could go back to the NFL segment if that's the case.
All right, go.
If you want to use the NFL, if you can't think of anything, go for it.
An unpopular opinion right now.
No, it's your opinion that doesn't really
I
mean
know,
shit
I
in
know,
general.
I
It's
know.
an
It doesn't
opinion
mean
that's
shit what
not
I'm
gonna
about to say.
change
Oh, talk about back to
reality.
the thing. Did y'all know the Dolphins gave QB Mike White a 2-year deal worth 16 million? Nobody gives a shit about Mike White,
That's true. Nobody gives a shit about Mike White.
and he got 16 million for 2 years. Holy fuck! Shit, if I'm Mike White, I'm taking that and running with it just to be bench behind too. There's my unpopular opinion.
I've got an unpopular opinion. I think it might do well because I've been really looking into it the past couple of days. It might be a positive thing if the United States bans TikTok, or at least limits the use.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I
Have
think
you
it
been
might.
watching a lot?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I've been looking at a lot of different stuff. It might be a good idea.
It's a good opinion when somebody gets mad at it. Now I'm very mad at it. It's not a
Mm.
good idea.
I think TikTok. I think the U.S. should ban all dating apps.
Why don't you think it'd be
Oh,
a good idea?
What I think the United States should do is I think they should limit the time you can spend on the app.
yeah. I don't even spend that much
Yeah.
time on it, but it's
Well,
good like during
then
when
that
I'm
technically
bored.
reveals that they're tracking your phones.
What
Of course they're tracking our phones, motherfucker. What do you think they be doing?
they
Ain't
can,
got nothing else to do.
they lock people up over their search history. Of course they're tracking
Mhm.
people's phones. This ain't new information.
Oh, just to put on account another unpopular opinion, the Eagles now have Jalen Hurts and Marcus Mariota, two play and look alike quarterbacks.
Marcus is being reunited with the
And Ian Book.
AJ
What a
Brown.
weird room.
AJ Brown is being reunited with his rookie quarterback.
Exactly.
For like 6 games. Anyway, um, Dylan, you got any?
What's your
I've been trying
unpopular
to
opinion?
think of some. Um,
If you can't think, we'll skip.
it is a tough one. Yeah, I can't think right now.
All right, let's go a little bit on the positive side.
By the way, this is our special guest, Mr.
Yeah,
Angel
Dylan,
Akios.
Angel Alex Wings.
No, it's
Angel Alex
Angel
Wings.
Alex Wings.
Dylan slash Walk Hills.
It's my boyfriend. I gotta admit. Like,
Okay.
That's
that's
it.
a joke.
That's
That was a joke. Classical joke.
that's his
Classical joke.
husband.
What?
Yeah.
That's his husband. They got married last week. I
Yeah.
remember because
He already cheated on me. He already
I was
cheated
the
on me.
official.
Okay.
They annulled
Alright.
it. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's
He was
something
the
you wish you'd
official
figured
ref.
out sooner?
What's something I wish I figured out sooner?
How to how could I say that?
Just say
Something
it.
I wish
This
I
is
would have
I know what
figured
it
out
is, but I can't put it
sooner.
into words. I wish I
But it,
knew how to read a clock sooner.
bro, I've known how to read
That's
a
a good
clock since I
one.
was 4.
That's a good one. Yeah, me too. I ain't gonna lie. I have a stopwatch just for that reason.
For me, it's probably gonna have to be
What was something I
something
wish I
I
would
wish
have
I
figured
figured
out
out sooner.
sooner? Mm,
I've got mine.
Like some of the stuff that went on when I was a kid that I didn't know about until like
something I wish I
weeks.
would have figured out sooner when I was a kid. Repercussion.
I wish I would have figured out like editing and thumbnail design and all of that, like YouTube stuff, way sooner. Like,
Wish I knew
Bro could
sooner
have
is
been dream before
Oh,
dream.
how to play
is like
Fortnite back when it was
like
so
bro,
reassuring.
like
popular.
imagine if we knew all my editing stuff now in 2015.
Yeah.
Or like when
You know
Fortnite
what?
was
I'm
popular.
changing
There's a
my answer. My
repercussion.
answer is I wish I figured out that you could order food on the Wii sooner.
Oh, I told you about that the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I
that's such
figured
a
that out
good
like 3
video.
days ago, and
I did that too. I did. I was
now I want
mind
to buy a
blown.
Wii just so I can get
Just so
Postmates.
you can get like yeah. No, I'd like to change my answer too. I wish I would have learned how to play Fortnite sooner back in 2017 when it was popular, and how to be better at the game.
All right, let's
Because
go.
What I
then,
wish I learned or knew sooner was how to reinsure better.
What do
that
you
got
mean?
deep. That got deep.
like
Reassure
reassured to
girl.
like parents or
Mm.
Oh, okay, like
How to tell
yeah,
them
like
it's
if
guarantee.
I
okay.
was gonna go out the house,
You're
I would
doing
tell
great.
them.
Yeah, it's a good one, Dylan. I like that one. I like that one.
Hmm.
Okay, on to the third
Okay.
one. What's the third
What
one?
dumb accomplishment are you most proud of?
What accomplishment am I most proud of? How I
Dumb accomplishment.
gonna
Dumb.
accomplish? Oh, dumb accomplishment.
Yeah, like stupid. Yeah.
Dummy.
Yeah.
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 All right, LA Night fans. Come
LA
on.
night.
Yeah. I'm gonna put an LA Night
Oh,
clip in here.
what's a
Yeah.
dumb accomplish? Oh, it's a dumb accomplishment that I. Dumb accomplishment.
Valente should be meeting Daniel Bryan.
That I was gonna go
That
fish
wasn't
back in
dumb, bro.
kindergarten.
That's so inspirational.
A dumb accomplishment that I
This
could
was like
absolutely.
this was like 6 days after you retired too.
Yeah, a dumb accomplishment that I could absolutely turn each and one of you all over and whoop you and go fish.
What did you
Dude,
just say to
you
me?
said you were the Uno champ when you were 5. When we played Uno, I kicked your ass.
Dude, I
Y'all
was
don't want
fucked.
me in golf, bro.
All right, now we're not talking about golf. All right, it's a dumb accomplishment. What's your dumbest
Dumb
achievement that you've already got
accomplishment.
it? Oh,
Um,
um,
That's a good one.
it's a dumb
Ah,
accomplishment.
I got mine.
Mm,
Because it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Because I went to the same college I would have went to anyway. But to being able to improve my GPA from like a 1.4 to a 3.3 in
that's
like
not
two
dumb.
years.
That's great work. That's not dumb, Ryan.
um,
That's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. That's
yeah,
not dumb.
that's some
That's an
good work right there,
achievement.
man.
That's an achievement. That's not a dumb accomplishment. A dumb accomplishment that I'm actually decently good at Fortnite. That's so dumb. And I don't even play the game.
Dumb
I have a good
accomplishment
one.
for me is probably
All them fucking WWE 2K16 championship
My biggest
winning leagues.
accomplishment is getting a PC.
my dumbest accomplishment was
All right.
probably like
Oh, if we're going personal, I'll let you go, Valente.
for the dumbest. Okay, so the best accomplishment with me is learning how to walk again. But the dumbest one is probably being the number one ranked undisputed player for 6 seconds.
All right, that's the greatest accomplishment ever. Actually, the dumbest accomplishment. This is going a little bit personal because it goes back. How we all used to play WWE. Ryan, this is gonna be a tough feel one for you. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it now in front of like everybody that were thinking. We used to do leagues. We used to do leagues, and I'd physically stalk Cass. And when he'd win the title, I'd take it from him just for an ego.
You're a dickhead.
I was about to say that's so dumb, but that's literally the point of that entire question.
Yo, bros, I'm just now
uh,
acknowledging this. Why didn't anybody tell me I got the Hulk Hogan going?
Come
you
on.
look good, brother.
I didn't even
Alright.
know.
What's your dumbest accomplishment, Dylan? Getting a PC, you said?
No, that was his biggest
That
accomplishment.
was my biggest, probably.
What's your dumbest accomplishment?
My
Fucking.
dumbest accomplishment is
He said
probably
reassure.
no. That was the
No, no,
last.
that
That
was
was the
before.
last
That
one.
was before. Oh my goodness, that was before.
Well, ain't
What would
nobody
I
heard
call a
anyway.
dumb accomplishment? Like, give me an example of a dumb accomplishment.
Like something that you achieved, but like
Nobody
Didn't
cares.
mean to do it, and
nobody
nobody
like
Almost
cares.
would give a
like
fuck
nobody
about.
cares.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What about your
I can
11
just
girl?
throw one out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hitting level 100 in the Fortnite Battle Pass last
Hell
season.
yeah, hell yeah,
Yep.
hell
Alright,
yeah.
last question, and I think everyone knows where I'm gonna go with this one. What's your go-to dance move?
The
You
gritty,
already know where I'm gonna go with this one
The
the
way of
because
whip,
gritty.
nay.
Nah,
Ryan,
I be do.
bro, can you even hit a
Ooh,
gritty?
ooh.
No,
Can
no,
you
no, no,
even
no,
hit a
no, no, no,
gritty?
no, no, no. I'm gonna challenge you because you made me do this earlier. I want you to take the background off, stand up, and do a gritty.
Nah, I can't do that.
Why not?
Can't do that.
Why
Can't do
can't
that.
you?
I'll tell you later.
Or shook
All
the
right, what
house.
was
Anyway,
what was the thing? Recently I've been sitting in my kitchen while I'm cooking ramen, doing Let's Rock by oh my god, I
I don't
listen to
think
him
y'all
all
want
the
to
time.
see me do that, bro. Y'all don't want to see a fat person shake their
Rock,
fucking
rock, rock,
belly.
rock. Oh
Bro,
my god,
Jason
Uzi.
Kelsey did it, and that
Sorry,
was
I
bad.
apologize.
Just imagine me. I'm
I did the
5'6"
Rock
and
by
fat.
Uzi. I've been doing that, the gritty. You know, you just do it when you're making ramen. That's the best time to do it. Just do,
Uh,
just do your natural rock.
Do
mine,
you even know how to do it? You know how to rock?
What? Hell yeah.
You're gonna have to
my
show me one day.
dumbest,
I'd be shaking
or
them
my
hips.
go-to dance move, y'all might know, or specifically Dakota and Cass, y'all might know this shit. Survivor.
So wow. That's the whoa. What Ryan just did.
Actually, for real, my go-to dance move is uh, it's a very shitty moonwalk because I have foot drop, but it's moonwalk.
It's a good moonwalk. It's pretty. You know,
It's not.
it's not a good moonwalk.
I swear to God, it's not. It used to be better before COVID
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. So
21.
I have a hallway. I have a big ass hallway in my like house. I ain't gonna lie. I do be putting on socks and just sliding down that motherfucker like Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna cap.
Dylan, what's your dance move?
Hmm. See, I don't dance much, but you know I used to hit the folks.
Nobody here fucking dances much. What the fuck we think when the
I know
folks
y'all
we
remember
do?
hit the folks. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, hit the folks. I be doing that sometimes.
Okay, Ryan's in there pretty aggressive. Yes.
I used to be able to fucking execute the renegade so perfectly, and I was so
I just wanna
embarrassed because I did it.
buddy yada yada. I just want to buddy yada yada.
Alright.
You know what?
All right. Anyway, those are the 4 questions.
Fuck it, we got time. Do
Rank
another
four
one.
question.
Yeah.
Do,
No.
do
Okay.
one. It's
Okay.
supposed to be 5 questions.
What we got?
I'm trying to find something that's No,
Serviceable.
we've done this.
Internet history, go.
Mm, No, if you know what? If you stand up
We
and
ain't
do an
doing it
actual
then.
gritty right now, I will reveal my search history.
I will too.
Nah, bro, because I don't believe there's anything on there, so I'm not doing
Nah,
it.
you need to
You
not
have
look
to
at my
do a
Twitter.
full gritty. From left side of the camera to other, and I will
I just want to
reveal my
rock,
search
rock,
history right
rock,
now.
rock, rock.
Nah, bro, I can't do
All
that.
right then.
I'll
Just
do
fucking
it.
do it,
How
man.
about this?
Problem.
How about this? How about this? How about this? On the WrestleMania live stream, I promise I will do a gritty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming from Spotify, youtube.com/the Bi-Week Podcast, you might get to see this man do a gritty live during WrestleMania.
We should do a forfeit. Whoever has the worst loss at WrestleMania on our votes should have to do a forfeit.
Okay, but it has to be
Okay.
within reach,
Yeah,
But
within
it's something,
reason.
yeah. But I ain't losing.
Somebody should have to do a forfeit. We'll decide what the forfeit is, and we'll figure that out, and we'll tell y'all guys on the next podcast.
Wow, that is actually a lot of high stakes because we're all very self-conscious about the way we look. Well, not Dakota,
No,
but
bro, because
I'm very self-conscious about the way we
we
look
could
from
do
top
shit
to bottom.
like a shot of hot sauce or something. We could do like
Oh, I'll do that any day. I love hot
I'll
stuff.
do a shot of hot sauce.
I'll do a shot of
a shot of
mayonnaise, hot sauce,
anything.
mustard.
Ketchup.
I don't know
Done.
if doing a fucking full body dance or anything like that is something that I'm gonna do, but I'll take a shot of some shit or whatever. But yeah, I'll do some stupid shit. But I am not
How
doing a
about
full gritty. So
I'll do
so
how about I get absolutely blazed? Like I'm talking go to Blinkerton Town
it.
for
oh
fucking
Benjamin City,
yeah. Get
faded
absolutely
in the hoe,
zooty.
faded in the
Oh,
hoe, faded in the hoe,
faded it
faded in the
out,
hoe.
faded it out.
Anyway,
Go to Zooty
Ooh,
Land.
I
Get
got
the
it. I
vodka.
got it. I got
Dude,
it. Do y'all
I'm
agree
100%
with this?
doing that.
Does everybody
During
have black
WrestleMania, I'm
pepper
going
in
to
their
Zooty
house?
Land.
no.
Of
Wait,
course,
black
no, dude.
pepper,
I don't
Yes.
got
like
black
that
pepper
you
in my
spread.
Yes.
How about we all
Yeah, I
take
do.
lemons to our eyes?
No, this is what our forfeit's gonna be. Anybody ever heard of this? What
Yeah.
the fuck? Lemons to the eyes. Jesus Christ, we're
Yeah.
not trying to go
Not
blind.
Supreme Patty.
Yeah, Supreme Patty
Anyway,
type of work.
anybody ever heard of the cinnamon challenge?
Oh, fuck you.
Full spoon of pepper. You want, dude? You
Yo,
realize I used to
motherfuckers
have a
that
tracheostomy, right?
Nah, we
exactly. You
can
need to
do that.
stop.
No, we can do a spoon of pepper. That would.
No. You know what? None of you have ever seen this before. I literally still have the scar right here. Literally, it's right there.
We can do it. Valente, you eat food. You eat stuff. You could do it.
Yeah, but it's a spoon of pepper. We'll figure it out. All
Yeah,
right.
we'll have to figure.
Come
I'd rather,
WrestleMania time, y'all will know.
bro. I'd rather put
Maybe
lemons
y'all
in my
should do
eyes
the
than
one
do the
chip
cinnamon.
challenge.
Ah, I'd fuck
Oh
that shit up.
shit.
I'd fuck that. No, I'm getting zooted. Hello. Yeah. I got to do me like that.
Because I know we could all get the one chip if necessary. That wouldn't. Oh fuck.
Boy, I live in the stakes.
Cody, it's in at gas stations. You could get it.
Yeah,
Amazon.
plus you can order it. Yep.
All right, well, I'd fuck the
Amazon.
shit up out of that shit.
Man,
know
this
I
is
had
a
it
really high
before.
stakes WrestleMania we got on our hands.
Okay, we'll
All right,
figure it
we'll
out. We'll
figure it
figure
out.
it
We'll
out.
figure it out when it
We'll
comes to the
figure it
time.
out.
All
Anyway.
right, what's the next
All right,
question?
last segment, WWE 2K23.
No, we're gonna do one more question,
we're
Cody.
done.
One more question. If you lost all of your possessions, but what position would you want to keep?
My dog.
PC. My computer.
Wow, Dakota, you think of your dog as a fucking possession?
God
Oh,
damn,
why
Dakota.
did you go up like that? No, I
No,
got that wrong.
no, I have to get this across.
I
You
think-
think of your dog as a possession and not family?
No, I love
That's
my dog.
fucked
You know,
up.
that was a. Okay, we're gonna switch my answer.
No, we
We're
know
gonna
how
go.
you think about your
No,
dog.
no,
My
no.
mother.
Y'all know I love my dog. We're gonna switch to a possession.
Trying to keep all of my possession or one of my possessions.
Would it be bad if I said this?
What, your
Would it
mic?
be bad? No, it's gonna go deep.
Okay, well, go
It's
deep
gonna
if
go
you
really
want.
deep.
Go deep.
Possessions and in a possession, I'd say my dad's ashes.
Okay, that counts. That counts.
Okay.
All right, Dylan, what's yours?
That's probably my most Hones
I'd say my
possession
mother or my
ever.
PC.
Your mom's not a possession.
I'm out of possession.
Your mom's not a possession, bro. I show moms.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
What
a
You're
kind of
right.
first.
I didn't
controlling
really think that
boyfriend
one
son
through.
are you?
Um, I
I'd
know
say my
Dylan's
PC
is
though,
probably
Ryan.
Dylan's.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
it
say
probably.
Dylan's is probably the nicotine, but
Okay.
Yeah, Dylan's is the
He
fucking
said,
my
dog.
okay.
well, I
The
guess I'm gonna
nicotine
stick on Dakota's. I guess route. My dog's ashes.
possession.
I mean, it's ashes. Look, it's
I
ashes.
sadly
That is a
don't have my
possession.
dog's ashes. Sadly.
Or if it's not my dog's ashes, it's probably gonna be the PS5.
That's his PS5.
PS5
Yeah.
over PC.
No. My car. What am I talking about? My
Oh
car.
yeah, what are you
No,
talking about? I was about to say your car.
my
Yeah, like
car. I can live in my car.
you can't live in your PS5.
Shit, maybe.
Hey, Brian, what are we? Lord of the Rings? What's
Yeah,
going
if I
on?
was fucking Ant Man.
Quantum
Bro,
Manium type
no
shit?
lie. I bet your PS5 be cozy as hell, get warm in there and shit.
Nah,
yeah,
they
it's
got fans in now.
warm.
Now you get that PS4, but I used to use that as a heater in the winter.
Yeah, but
Now
then
it gets
people
so
start
cold.
playing you, and that's not.
Well, they're not
That's,
I
playing
don't want nobody
you.
to
why'd you
play
look
with
so
me.
sad
not
when he said
playing
that's
you,
not
they're-
Yeah,
fun?
because you're a part of the PS5, aren't you?
No,
All right,
you're
I'll talk about. Wait.
okay. Top 5 games, go.
Ooh, top 5
Dakota,
games
go.
of all time.
Yes, of all time,
Ooh,
go.
top 5 games of all time. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna go with.
Do them in order
I already
1
know
to
what my
5,
other.
or 5 to 1,
Ooh,
whatever way you want to go.
ooh, I already know what my top one's gonna be because I love the game. I played it. It's a beautiful game. It's a masterpiece. We all know this. What'd you say?
Elden Ring.
Shut up. You know I love
Elden
the
Ring.
Of all time?
of all time. Okay.
Elden Ring.
Of all time. Okay. At 5, I'm gonna go Red Dead.
Okay. Red Dead 2 or Red Dead 1 or Red Dead?
Already two. Because I didn't play already one.
Okay, fair.
Top 5 games of all time. Okay. Top 4. WWE 2K17.
Okay. Memories.
God.
Nostalgia. You got it.
Definitely memories for me. Number 3. Ooh. Did I say Grand Theft Auto? Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Okay. Not
Grand
bad.
Theft Auto. Number 2. I'll go Minecraft.
Okay.
I wasn't really too much of a Minecraft type of guy. You know, it'd be Minecraft or I'd say Minecraft or Black Ops 2.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'd change that. Black Ops 2. At 2. And I know this is a more recent game, but you already know what I'm going to say. Elden Ring at 1. That game was absolutely beautiful for me, and I loved it. The absolute just, it's amazing.
I got
I play Elden
And these people hate on it, but you know,
I got my 5.
All right, go.
Black Ops 2, without a doubt, is my number 1.
Okay.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Last of Us series, probably 2.
So you're
3,
no,
WWE 2K17.
hold up. That doesn't.
What?
That's not fair.
What do
You
you mean it's
put
not
Go back
two
fair?
to the
games
second
in
game,
one
Ryan.
slot. It-
Okay, fine. Black Ops 2 number 1, Last of Us 1, 2. Um, number 3 probably WWE 2K17 just because of all the memories. Number 4, shit, gotta sneeze. Yeah,
Blow it
Fortnite.
out.
Number 5.
Fortnite. Ooh, Fortnite. I didn't even think about Fortnite
Number
was getting
5
there.
is probably Madden 17.
I
respectable.
got mine.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I'd say the first Last of Us for number 1.
Okay.
I think it's better than 2, even though I haven't played it yet.
Have you not played it and you
Call
already
of
put it
Duty,
in?
Black Ops 2. For my number 3, GTA San Andreas, one of my favorites. Number 4, you gotta do 2019 Modern Warfare, one of my
Once
favorite
again.
CODs of all time. Number 5, Burnout Paradise on PS3. And then I'd have one more. I know it's only 5, but Need for Speed Underground.
Actual- Okay.
That ain't bad.
Interesting. Interesting. All
Okay.
right. What's your Pokemon Ruby? Maybe Crystal? I'm just joking. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Okay.
It's all right.
Number 1, Skyrim.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay. Number 2 is Shadow of Mordor.
Okay. I know
Number
you said
3
that.
is Shadow of War, the same series.
Mm.
See, that's what you're supposed to do, Valente. That's how you're supposed to do it. Last of Us
Ooh,
1 and then Last of Us 2. You're not supposed to
shade.
go. Mm.
Shade.
I
Uh,
haven't finished Last of Us 2 yet.
I got to the aquarium part.
okay, 4.
R.I.P. Joel.
4. I'm gonna go WWE 2K19.
Wow.
Nostalgia for me.
17's way bro. Okay, maybe for you.
No, for all the universe modes.
KW.
All the universe modes and stuff was in 2017. I mean 2019. So
The Seth Rollins edition.
AJ edition.
What's the DJ?
Yeah,
Seth was
2018.
next year.
18 was Rollins.
Yeah, 18.
And then 5 is a tie. I have a tie between Hardline
Just doing
and
an honorable
Fortnite.
mention.
Can we all just agree NBA 2K17?
Yeah.
NBA
that's
2K17
high
was
up there.
vibes as fuck.
Yeah. Me and Valente
That's,
met on that
believe it or
game.
not, that is me and Dakota met on NBA 2K16
16.
like
But that
3
was a
days
bit
before
later.
17 came
Yeah.
out, and I was in a onesie. If I
Mm-hmm.
remember, my outfit was a onesie. I was a stretch.
Yeah.
I had a
No, you were in
onesie.
a no, you were in, you had a Pacer shirt on. You had a white Pacer shirt on with
Uh huh.
white shorts, and you hopped on the spot next to me, and I was
It was
that
when
was
I
hard.
remember having a pajama onesie or something, but
No,
I,
it
I
was
remember
perfect.
playing 2K15 on the PS3.
Yeah,
Pretty
Dylan,
good.
you didn't get into 2K hard until like 19.
Yeah, 1920, yeah.
But anyway,
one where the park was all like one thing.
but this has been a
We were in Sunset.
this has been a really fun podcast to do. I've enjoyed having Dakota on the
Hey,
whole time.
we gotta do like a brief review of WWE 23.
Oh
I
yeah, we have to do that.
I
You
forgot.
forget. Stop forgetting about the brief review. My faction, absolutely elite. Love that they did this year. I've been playing a shit ton of it.
Yeah.
Especially the improvements they've made with bringing the O line to it. I didn't play it much last year. Character and faces look way better. Of course.
Yeah.
The way the AI performs is way better,
Yeah. Doesn't get it
and
counted out.
it doesn't get counted out. Yes, I've seen that problem. Um, I think we're all kind of going to the new pen. We're all kind of still adjusting to that.
I like it.
I like it. I'm
I'm not
absolutely
sure
kick
how
out
I feel
God.
about it yet, honestly.
Absolutely kick out God. Um, Other than that, I'd give it
Cheater.
as of right now with like there's some like glitches and I'd give it a 7 right now. I wouldn't put it top, like maybe a 6. I wouldn't put it top up there with the WWE's yet. But as more updates roll out
As
and
a
as more
release, it's
stuff,
better than 2K20 and 2K.
yeah, it's better than yeah.
It's better than 2K20 or 2K22 was at
Yeah.
release.
hmm So
I
I
will
wouldn't
say
put it up
this.
there, but more as updates roll out, I think I'll give it a higher rating.
Now y'all want me to
Yeah,
be y'all want me to be honest about something. I think the DLCs are gonna struggle to be good this year. Like from what I see from the DLC so far,
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of the DLC characters that are beside like at least that I'll use. Like I know there's some guys that love to do like retro universes, so stuff like the Steiners is gonna be good for them. But besides pretty deadly or pretty no pretty dead yeah pretty deadly. Besides them, I don't really see anybody in there I'll use because one, I don't like Wyatt a lot, and plus I do like a universe mode where I don't use a lot of like well-known characters, so Pretty Deadly will probably be the only person I use from that. Which DLCs is something I've always like been very excited for every year. So
They usually make the best out of the content. They give you something to look forward to. But what's your full over rating of the game?
as
so
of
far?
right now, I'd rate it an 8.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Yeah,
we
I'll
got
give
a
it
high
an 8
boy.
too.
Ooh, we got
I-
even higher.
I like it.
I like it. I never said I didn't like it. I just said,
Everything's improved. Like that's over 2K22
well, yeah.
when they've put a whole everything's improved, and that's all you can ask for from a game that's like a sports game is to just improve
Yeah.
stuff. When you got
And the
games
reason
like
I didn't give it,
when you got games like Madden, 2K, and
Mhm.
MLB that are much copy and paste every year, for WWE
Well-
to actually say they fucked up in 2K20, for them to actually say they fucked up and then 2K22 comes out as their basis game with not a lot of
Well-
like content in it, and then for 2K23 to come out and it be like a major improvement. The storyline's good on My Rise. My faction's online like everybody wanted. My GM has upgrades. Universe mode has new features that we haven't ever had before. Everything's improved.
that's why we're hoping Madden gets
Yeah,
picked up
I
by
love the
EA.
Myra story. I'm getting very intrigued in that.
Everybody say GOG if you want Madden to get picked up by EA. Really? Or want Madden to get picked up by 2K?
GOG.
Dog.
Absolutely GOG.
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 Dog.
All right, boys.
All right. For
This
the
has
last one,
been your boy
Dummy.
Cass. That's been your boy Volante. That is Ghoul. And that
Absolute honor.
right there is EX.BossX. And we are going to hop out. We don't know if Dylan's going to be in every single podcast. Probably not. Dude's very busy doing absolutely nothing. So,
Yes.
very
That's a
busy.
dumb accomplishment.
Very busy.
Honorable
Very
mentions.
busy, man. Very busy. Very hard to get a
I'm
hold
very
of.
busy.
Very busy doing
I'm
absolutely fucking
I'm a
nothing.
businessman.
He is a businessman. He is. He's a
And then
very
we-
good businessman.
But
He's got a
but
lot
this
of.
man's actually invested in some hardware, so we might be seeing him a lot more. So,
So it was great.
see you guys in the next podcast, and we're out.
Dummy.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah.